Hi guys, Seb here from Centurion Club for another video for the Seb on Golf channel, which, can you believe it, we've hit 50,000 subscribers already. I cannot thank you enough for this. Can't believe it how we've hit that so quickly. Really pleased, and I thought to celebrate, why not tell you a little bit more about myself? And there's no better way than doing that than a Q&A. So you guys have been sending me in your questions to the hashtag AskSeb on my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Links to all of those are in the description below, and I'm going to go through them and answer the best questions. And also, stay tuned, because later in the video there might be a cheeky giveaway for one of you. So stay tuned for that. Let's get into it. Right, so question number one from Matt McCarthy. Did you think you were going to mess up during the Trilby Tour playoff? Right, so those of you who don't know, I've played in an event called the Trilby Tour, which is basically a national championship for amateur golfers. It's broadcast on Sky Sports. They basically have 10 regional qualifiers throughout the year, different regional events, and about 100 to 150 in each field. And the top 10 from each regional event, you have a winner of that as well, but the top 10 go through to the grand final. Now, I've been very lucky. I've actually won 2 of those grand finals in the last 3 years, including last year, where the final was at the Forest of Arden. So what they basically do is, it's amazing for an amateur golfer, it's basically the closest you can get to being a pro for the day on the PGA Tour or something, because they've got cameras everywhere, they've got advertising boards, loads of people watching, you've got a caddy, it's all looking swish. And what they do is an 18-hole tournament, and no matter what happens, the top 4 people, whether the first guy won by 10 or 1, the top 4 all go into a special playoff over 3 holes, where you start the score again and you see who wins in like a, not sudden death, but a 3-hole format. And let me tell you, it's serious pressure cooker stuff. You've got all your friends are there, your family supporting you, loads of randoms as well. You've got the Sky Sports cameras. Last year I had both my brothers, my wife, my brother's girlfriends, my parents, loads of people there watching me, and it's serious pressure.
And in the end, a brilliant up and down gets the job done. He is the Trilby Tour World Champion for 2015.
Thankfully, Spencer and Alex made a little vlog about it for their joint channel, Spen and Alex. I'll leave a link to that in the description so you can check it out, because it basically was seriously tense stuff towards the end. I won't spoil it, but go check it out. Luke J. Hume asks, since you used to work at New York Red Bulls, do you follow their results? Well, I do follow their results. I've bought their kit recently as well. For those of you who don't know, I did actually, in between years at university, I worked in the New York Red Bull Soccer Academy at their HQ in New York at Giant Stadium. Absolutely loved it. It was an amazing time. Lived out in America for 3 or 4 months, coaching sort of the youngsters coming through. Absolutely one of the best times of my life, and I've always had a close affinity to Red Bull since then, particularly New York Red Bulls. So always look out for their results, definitely. Right, question number 3 comes from Bido Sami Awad. He says, what do you prefer, playing football with hashtag United or travelling to the country you want? Well, luckily enough, with hashtag we get to do loads of travelling. Like, we've played at Wembley, we've played up at Manchester, we've got to go to some great places, played at Upton Park. So I'm quite grateful that we get to do quite a bit of travelling with hashtag United. So hopefully we can do a bit of both, to be honest. Oxford Fitness asks me, how many 6-foot putts can you make in a row? Let's find out. Right, so I've stepped out this little downhill right to lefter 6-footer. Let's see how many you can make in a row. Oh, that's 4. How many more can we do? Right. 6. 7. Come on! Did not expect it. Oh, I found the pace now. We're on 8. Come on. Great. No! I think that was 9. I'll take that. Callum at the Wheeler asks me what videos are to come next. Well, Callum, I'm glad you've asked. I've got lots and lots of ideas. I still want to hear what you guys would like me to do though. So please do make sure you give me your suggestions in the comments below. But I would like to I'd like to do a hashtag United Golf Day. I think that's an idea of mine I'd like to do coming forward. I'd like to do some golf trick shot videos. I'd like to take on my brothers, maybe some challenges, that sort of thing. And possibly do some more course vlogs as well. Let me know if you want to see that type of stuff. Reese Jones asks, have you ever gone to hospital for any reason? Well, I have been to hospital a fair few times though, but nothing too serious to be honest. Touch wood, I've been fairly lucky. I've not had too many major injuries, but this year my golf has been really affected by a really bad back injury I suffered almost about 10 months ago now, end of last year, where I just had this really bad thing happen to my back. It happened during practice session, which has sort of stopped me from being able to swing properly throughout this year. It hasn't stopped me playing, it's stopped me playing very well or practicing too much. So I've not had the best season thus far, but I'm hopeful it's on its way through, and I just needed to get rid of it really before the Trilby Tour final this year so I can defend my crown. Reese McCormick asks me, what age were you when you first started playing golf? Well, like a lot of guys, I started playing golf properly after university, to be honest. But like I was going to say, like a lot of people, I did play when I was really, really young, like 12, 14, a few rounds here and there. But I properly got into golf after uni. I've always been a massive, massive fan of football. I've always played football for teams all throughout my childhood and sort of coming into sort of adolescence, if you like. I played for my university first team. I played for a little bit after uni, but got a few injuries. I'm sort of a shorter, quicker player. So as I started to lose a bit of my pace, I was not really as effective as I used to be, so I started getting into golf and I just got massively obsessed. And there's really is some great crossovers between football and golf. That means a lot of people, when they stop playing football as they get a bit older, they find golf and they get obsessed with it. Loads of my friends have done the same, and I'm hopeful some of you guys will too. So you need to get into golf and let me know how you get on. West Ham United FC _Freddie asks me, who is your golfing inspiration and why? Difficult one. I've always been massively obsessed with all the incredible things that Tiger Woods has achieved, but you know, he's a big, strong guy and not really something that I can relate to. So probably my golfing inspiration as opposed to hero would be someone like Luke Donald or Zach Johnson. Guys who aren't the biggest, don't hit it a million miles like some of the big guys on tour, but they use their short games to compete and win big, big tournaments. Zach Johnson's won a couple of majors. So that's a big part of my game. I like to practice short game, which is what the area is behind me there at Centurion, the short game area. I like to practice my chipping and my putting much more than I do booming drives. There's obviously, you've got to practice those as well, but you know, for me it's all about the short game. So biggest advice to anyone getting into golf, practice your short game first. Big, big, big thing. HB Gamer asks, Seb, what is your handicap? Well, my golf handicap currently is 3.6, which means I play off a handicap of 4. Only about 5 years ago it was 13. So it has come down quickly in the last few years, and before my back injury I was mentioning earlier, I'd sort of had shot for the first time ever 4 rounds of golf under par, and I was really flying down from 5 down to 3 very, very quickly. But it's been a little bit stalled this year, so I'm hovering around the 3 and 4 mark a little bit. My plan is end of this summer, get my back fit, work on my game, and next year get down towards scratch, because that is the goal. So as promised, time for that giveaway. Thank you very much to the guys at Puma who have sent me these very, very sexy and completely laceless pair of beautiful bright golf shoes. Lovely little spikes on the bottom there. Now, to win these golf shoes, all you've got to do is you've got to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave me a comment below telling me what video you think I should make next. I'm going to go through them, look at the best ones, I'm going to pick you out, and I'll get in touch with you and send you these lovely golf shoes. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As I said, subscribe if you're new, leave me a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you later.